Alright, good day everybody. So today we're going to go over neglect of your man cave or garage. So in this case, see that little hole over there? There was exposed siding there, so what happened is little creatures, just like us, they need shelter. And they bored a hole over time, and that's where they're nesting, that's where they sleep. That's great, that's good for them. But we're gonna have to fix that. So anyways, the worst problem is that this garage has gone through neglect since day one. House was purchased, this was never repaired, it's rotted out. Every spring we get a whole bunch of wasps nests and such not, and a whole bunch of yellow little critters jumping out and taking everybody's food. But anyways, we're gonna fix this up. When? I don't know, but we're gonna fix it up. But this is definitely something that's prone to termite damage. You really got to be careful, homeowners, home buyers out there. So now the biggest problem, as we take a look at this totally outdated roof, this has 3 layers of shingles. I don't know if you can really tell. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes roofers, well, actually you can't go over 3, but this will need a complete tear off. Maybe the plywood needs to be changed out. So be it. I got an estimate for about $3,000 with the gutters. That's for me. I could do it myself, but probably won't. I gotta see if some of the boys will take some beer and whatnot. So anyway, so here's the problem. We had a leak from inside, and it was really bad. It was damaging the woodworking in there and some other stuff. It was getting into a fish tank and the sheetrock. Some of it was getting wet. A little bit of mold was getting there, and again, neglect. And we knew about the leak, and we just kind of let it be and said, all right, we're going to change the roof in the spring anyways. But what happened was, with this bitter cold, again, these squirrels and little beautiful fellas out there come, and they need to get some shelter. So being that this roof is so old and decrepit and fragile, they made a nice giant hole in there. Look at that. You can see the sheetrock insulation that's into the finished space. So all this water is going in there, snow, and it just completely drenched the interior. Totally not cool. So what are we gonna do? I'm definitely not getting the shingles changed out today, or not anytime soon. So we're gonna do something that's probably a little ghetto, but I think it's gonna work. I don't recommend, I'm not telling the homeowners that you should do this, but being that it's mine, I'll deal with it later. But I'm pretty sure I'll get a nice seal tight covering. You'll see what I'm gonna use. I have a few options. We got like a gym mat. They'll probably eat through that anyways, but we'd have to put something over there. And then you have that's some strong plastic that is used for like well covers. That'll do a good job. And then we have this thing right here. Basically, this is made from this is recycled from tires, and it's pretty thick, and it's heavy. So we're gonna cover this up. We're gonna cover the hole up with this. Okay, so this is as hack of a job as you're gonna find, and any contractor, roofer will say this guy's crazy. But again, my house, my rules, so I'm not recommending that anybody do this. I could have easily gone to Home Depot right now, but it's kind of rush hour. I'm not in the mood for any of that stuff. Just with some stuff I found laying around, there's no water that's gonna get in there. I am gonna have the roofers come in, or maybe do it myself, but it'll be fine. But by no means am I saying this is how you gotta patch something up like in this condition. So okay, so I could either leave it like that and then kind of fill in those gaps there with caulking or maybe some foam insulation, but I think I'm gonna put something else on top of this. Okay, now I screwed in gym mat. I'm gonna get a lot of heat from some of my friends over this stuff, but again, I don't care. Look at this. I mean, this whole, we gotta change all this out. Probably change out the plywood. Anyways, but it's a nice day out, 60 degrees. Yeah, okay, so we put a couple of screws. Okay, if I had some washers, it'd be better. But again, I just, whatever I found. Now, technically, these squirrels and other beautiful critters can probably eat through this. I don't think they'll get through the bottom. That's just too tough. But I'm gonna put another layer of protection. They will not get through this, no way. If anything, the water will trickle down the grooves and fall back down to the floor, and that'll be that. And we're supposed to get some rain the next few days, and then I'll kind of see what's going on and see if my little crazy invention worked out. Okay, so now we've gone through the last step. Well, I made sure I put enough screws so that the wind won't take this and it lands in the neighbor's yard. This is almost like like a doctor preaching about good health, but he or she has bad diet habits or high blood pressure. So it's the same thing as a home inspector saying, make sure you change your roof before it gets any worse, or a contractor that owns a home that's so busy that they can never get anything done and their own house falls apart. So don't do as I do, do as I say. Look at that. Beautiful reflection of the sunset back over there. Anyways, hope this was helpful. Hello to all my friends. Look at that view. That's beautiful. There's a little kid just like talking in the parking lot. Killing my high, man. Alright. Awesome. Alright, see you all next time. Pan back out to the beautiful sunset. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, and thank you for all the support. Have a great one.